All right, guys, I am back.
Like a ghost? And you think that this ghost is what killed Cliff?
The next one from season 1, I believe, The Grave Dancers.
JJ, get out. JJ, get out.
After a drunken night of dancing on graves, a group of friends are haunted by 3 havoc-minded ghosts bent on revenge. Very creepy movie, actually, Grave Dancers. Pretty good stuff. Okay, the next one, also from season 1, Unrest. And this one takes place in like a morgue. I was told that they used real bodies in this, and how true that is, I don't know. I've never really researched it, but somebody said they used actual corpses. Yeah, the cost of medical school may be your life. I don't know, I'm gonna have to research that, but that sounds kind of a little unbelievable, but hey, you know, Toby Hooper used real skeletons in Poltergeist, and then he also got the idea, believe it or not, he got the idea for Leatherface from a friend of his, or somebody he knew that was a doctor, or actually was becoming a doctor, and he was in the portion of medical school where you're dealing with corpses, and he actually skinned the face off of a cadaver and wore it to a Halloween party, and Toby said it was the most disturbing thing he'd ever seen. And basically he got the idea from that. I mean, a lot of people would argue he got it from Ed Gein, which is partially true, I'm sure. I think the rest of the idea was from Ed Gein, but... Alright, this next one was called Crazy Eights. And it says, no secret stays locked away forever. A twisted and dark Big Chill. Noteworthy cast. So this is obviously some kind of, probably a ghost one. I've watched all these, but it's been so long, I really don't remember anything. But I could read this, but it's really involved, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. Alright, this one is probably from season 2. Wicked Little Things. And this is dealing with children. And again, I've got something here that got a sticker there that wouldn't come off. This is dealing with some, like, undead children, I think. Something along those lines. A fun undead romp. Unrated director's cut. And you can see I got these at, like, at Blockbuster or something like that, because it's got the... I know I can get these off. I just, I need to use some, like, fingernail polish or something. Season 3, Voices. Some memories never die. A young woman fears that she may be marked for death.
I just love burgers. I could eat burgers every day. If I had to get a job, I'd get a job at Mickey D's just for the burgers.
We'll finish it up. Quick.
No, I didn't expect you to drive off like that.
And what this is about, I'm not sure
I
exactly.
water in your truck too, but I didn't. I was tempted.
Hey, you know, I don't need this right now, kid. Okay? I got enough problems of my own. If I don't get that car delivered on time, I'm gonna be serving fries at Mickey D's.
The thing that's really that I hate is they have this opening here, and you know, when you try to put the disc back in, you catch the opening right here.
Where do you think you're going?
Well, I don't know. I could stay with you for a while. You know, just until I figure something else out.
And how would that work exactly?
But anyway, this is off season 3, Voices.
I guess not with you killing my 2 dads and all.
All right, now this one here is off the After Dark originals,
My mom.
Hey, listen to me. Your mom,
and this one was called Red Clover.
she's got it.
Hey, hey!
So let's go.
No, wait, give me that. Hey, that is good stuff.
Man,
Come on, let's go.
You know, you don't need to take me to wherever you're going. Just
Evil has a new holiday.
Get real.
Interesting. Don't know much about it, but it looks interesting. Red Clover. It's got a very long description, so I'm not going to read it. Season 3. Here's our skeleton guy disappearing and all that. This is called From Within. And those around 18 years old, Lindsay, continue to die grisly deaths. Evil knows where you live, so this is some supernatural thing, obviously.
You know, if the tabs are on,
maybe why?
because somebody found Taz this morning. He's dead.
Owen?
No, looking.
No.
But if you know something,
Yeah, I've
it's what she wants.
forgotten about all of these.
Probably.
We'll do everything we can to find her, we know that. But right now, I have a murder
Season 4,
and my only suspect is left town.
The Graves.
JJ? No, he was saying some really
This one has Tony Todd in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Chance.
What's that? Looks like Tony Todd, doesn't it?
What if she's with him?
Then we'll bring her back.
And I think this is a vampire,
Good idea.
like a vampire type flick.
Going with you.
It says sometimes death is the least of your problems.
See it.
It tried to kill us.
Yes. They were safe inside this truck, okay? Can't
This is from season 1, I'm pretty sure. This is called Penny Dreadful.
There's no one driving the car.
Has no relation to the series Penny Dreadful, which I've never seen.
Trying to make us roadkill, but it's only
This has to do with a girl that
Is that what happened to my dad?
has like severe phobias or something, and she gets into a she and her therapist go on a road trip to kind of break her of her fear of being in cars or something like that, and they end up picking up this really strange,
The car's haunted, isn't it?
like a homeless person who ends up being
my first break in car too.
like a serial killer or something like that.
I know it's my real dad.
Again, I haven't seen it in so long I couldn't even begin to tell you.
I don't know what it is. I don't.
Come on, everyone knows it's one of our mortal enemies.
All right. Also coming off of the probably the second season, maybe. This one's called Tooth and Nail.
Cover me. We used to race around, you know, knock over mailboxes, chase girls. And all the stupid stuff guys do. Some guys. I mean, we did. Cover me. We were friends.
And I think this is kind of an apocalyptic type film.
Am I like him?
No, you're like your mother.
Pretty good if I remember correctly.
Right between the eyes.
All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to get another stack. All right, guys, the next one, Frontiers. This is a French film, if I remember correctly. And it's kind of a hillbilly-ish type deal. It's very gory. Gripping and brutal. The French answer to Hostel and Saw. A heart-pounding, uber-violent, and yet thought-provoking horror thriller. Frontiers. Season 4. Zombies of Mass Destruction. This movie was a lot of fun. Very funny. Very underrated zombie film that a lot of people have never heard of. Zombies of Mass Destruction. It might even be on Tubi if you wanted to check it out. But it is hilariously funny. It's kind of a... It has some comedy kind of mixed into it, but it's the best of its type since Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. So definitely check out Zombies of Mass Destruction. This next one off of season 4 also, Lake Mungo. This movie was really, this was one of those ghost movies that I had to turn the lights on. I can't remember where my wife was. She was out of town, I think, with her family or something. And I had put this in and was just laying here watching it on the couch, and I had to turn the lights on. It was that creepy. Lake Mungo, definitely recommended. It's about a girl who supposedly dies in this lake or whatever, and her ghost or her image keeps showing up in photographs and things like that. And then the end has a twist to it that's just really, it's just like, what the, literally, it really just blows you away. It's very, very well thought out, very unique ghost movie. Lake Mungo. I'm surprised this movie didn't get a lot of attention. It didn't really, a lot of, you didn't really hear about it. Even on the cover, usually they say, oh, great this or great that, or in the back they'll put, really enjoyed it for whatever reason, but they didn't have any of that on here. Season 3, I think. Autopsy. Get Carried Away. Again, I don't really remember much about this, but
You handled that well back there. She likes you.
it is what it is. It's about autopsies, apparently.
Look, I just learned more about my own kid and his trauma than I have in the past year.
There's so many of these things, you forget what they're about. Season 4, the final.
I made it sound like Cutter and I were good friends.
I didn't talk to her about Cutter much.
There are no multiple choices. This lesson won't be learned in the classroom.
What about you?
What about?
You have any questions?
Again, I'm not really sure what this is about, but anyway, it's called The Final. Season 4. Also from Season 4 is this one called Dread.
Cutter was a mean guy. All he cared about was himself. It's been a long time to think about this. You were a good guy. Cocky, but you were better than most of them. I just couldn't handle
One of the finest Clive Barker adaptations to date. So I guess this is
feeling, I know.
an adaptation from a Clive Barker book
What did Cliff say to you?
or story, which can be quite strange.
Kept him going.
Then we have Unearthed. This is a creature feature. So now we're this one's from season, probably season 2.
My choice.
Some kind of creature from under the ground or something like that. Pretty decent, actually. And then I have
Now what?
from season 3. This is the Butterfly Effect 3,
No, you're not.
and I ended up getting Butterfly Effect 1 and 2 to go with it. I don't know whether or not they're connected or not. I don't remember, but anyway, I figured I'd put them together.
Keep your eyes peeled.
And I shall return for another stack. All right, continuing on. I think this was from, if I'm not mistaken, from season 2. Nope, season 1. This was Dark Ride. This is a fan favorite. If somebody that I talk to that's aware of the After Dark Horrorfest 8 Films to Die For, they always mention Dark Ride. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Fun House, from Tobe Hooper. Similar to that.
Jess!
And there's like a killer inside of this fun house type thing, and these kids go in there, and the deaths are very well done and everything. So I recommend Dark Ride. So not only do people that I know like it, but I like it too. So definitely check it out. Dark Ride. This one is called Dying Breed, and this is a hillbilly film. I think this is Australian, if I'm not mistaken. There's our skull guy popping up again. Everybody has a different taste. Once the hideout for the infamous cannibal called the Pieman. So yeah, this is definitely a hillbilly cannibal type film from Australia. And it wasn't bad as far as from what I remember. Also from season 3 is this film, The Broken. This was good. I don't really remember much. I just remember liking it. To discover the identity of her double, she stumbles into a terrifying mystery. Face your fears. Broken. The Broken. Now the skull guy is on her back. That's pretty cool. After Dark Originals. This was basically kind of like the 5th season. This was called Sanatorium. And a lot of people like this too. It's a ghost type story, or a ghost movie. From After Dark Originals. This one is called The Reeds. And again, I'm not totally familiar with what this is about. A weekend boating trip becomes a terrifying and deadly ordeal for 6 20-something friends. So they run into somebody out there who's probably a killer or something like that, if I remember correctly. Alright, going back to the After Dark Originals. This one is called The Task. And these people are have to do some kind of filming assignment of some sort, and they in a haunted building or something like that, and they get into some trouble. The Task. All right, I'll be right back. Get some more. All right, here we go with the next one. The Hamiltons. This was a vampire type movie, I think. And this one comes off of I think this was off season 1. I'm lacking light in here so bad that Scream of the Banshee. This one was a lot of fun. This guy finds this like severed creature's head, like a head of a severed head of a creature of some sort in a box that's locked, and then they unlock it somehow, or they pick it or whatever, and they open it, and it's got this banshee thing in it, head in it, and it releases this banshee creature. Fun movie. Also from the originals, this one is called Husk. Killer Scarecrow movie. I don't remember how good this one was. I don't, you know, Scarecrow movies can be hit or miss, but if I remember correctly, this was okay. Season 3, Perkins 14. It's about some psychopath or something like that. Years have gone by, not heard from nor seen. Destined to kill, it's Perkins 14. Seeks revenge, igniting a wave of carnage and engulfs the town. I do remember this. Not vividly, but
So you really did have a plan.
I do remember some of it.
You did it.
Yeah, this used to be my favorite.
I want to say season 2, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this is season 2. Nightmare Man. Solid whirlwind of horror, of a horror movie. A winner.
Okay, all right, now that we're all here.
So it's kind of like a demonic guy that comes to you in your sleep or at night or something like that while you're in bed.
Who knows?
Nightmare Man. He looks pretty cool.
Lots of questions. Yeah, well, yeah, there's plenty of time for questions later. No, you're not getting off that easy.
After Dark Originals, this one is called Ritual.
No, you can't.
Just gets darker and darker in here. Of course, I'm kind of relying on the television, and then whenever there's a dark scene, you know, of course it blacks everything out. Anyway, Ritual. After Dark Originals, this one is called Prowl. Pretty good movie, actually. I recommend it.
Can't just leave me here, JJ.
Getting towards the bottom here. After Dark Originals. Housekeeping.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna keep running? What? Till you
I don't remember anything about it. It looks intriguing, though.
say he does get you?
So I will definitely be checking this one out.
Coming after us.
Someone has to do
I
it.
think he only wants you. We need to find a place to find Hank. Jesse, that car drove out of the lake.
Hey, she's got a point. I mean, that car may be haunted.
After Dark Originals, Seconds Apart.
That car is alive.
Very strange movie.
That means there's gotta be someone who
But if I remember correctly, it was pretty good. And then finally, also from After Dark Originals, 51. And this is like the only sci-fi that we have in this. It's kind of a
folks in an accident or something. Yeah, you could say that.
dealing with some aliens.
Over there?
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Some people hated it, but you know, a lot of these are hit or miss. You know, you're not gonna like all of them. You know, and most people will probably just buy the ones that they like or the ones that they feel like they want to see, and let the other ones go. But I have all of them that I know of. I might be missing a few on the After Dark Originals. I know that they kind of just came out sporadically. They didn't come out like the seasons did. Seasons 1 through 4. Those came out together pretty much. So you were able to get them all together either in a box set or you could find them together, you know, on the shelves somewhere. Or even buy them on Amazon, I suppose. But some of this stuff I was buying before Amazon was really big when it came to movies. They were still kind of in the book phase at that time. But anyway, so some of these are very old. But the After Dark Originals, you had to really search them out. Anyway, that is the After Dark Horrorfest 8 Films to Die For collection. Or at least most of it. I don't think I'm missing any. I would definitely have to go through, look on the internet and go through them and see if I have them all. But as far as I know, I think that's pretty much everything. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we shall talk at you soon. Alright, bye.
Okay, it's too late.
Oh, and make sure to hit like and subscribe. I think I split this into 2 different sections because it was going to be very long and I didn't want it to spend 5 hours uploading. So give it a whirl, and both videos will be up. I'll probably try to get them both up at the same time. If not, then I'll do one at a time. All right, we'll talk at you soon. All right, bye.